I brought my trike in here today because it shifts good, but it's geared too high. And that's about the smallest sprocket I can fit on this jack shaft. So what I'm thinking about, in this Series 40 shifts up too quick. Now normally you can take some weight out of this, but I think this is like a China version and you can't really take weight out of it. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting another CVT here, a smaller one, and then run a chain down to here to a bigger sprocket, and we'll see if we can get this thing to go slower and more torqueier, because I don't have room out here to do 50 miles an hour. So this thing is just dogging all the time, geared too high. Let's see what we can do to fix it. How's that? Maybe I'll push this in the sun more too. Okay, let's see. You got a pretty good view right there. Not bad. I'll get you set up best I can. And what we're going to do is pull all this off of here. I haven't taken this one off. I'm wondering how that's going to come off. But I've had this one off before, of course. I put it on there. And I made up a cool adapter for this also, which we'll be getting into in a moment. I whacked this one loose earlier. It only took one hammer hit, so that worked out nice. But sometimes this stuff is really frozen to the shaft. We'll see how we make out. It's been on there a long, long time, you know, as far as I know anyway. I didn't take it off yet. This is an attempt because I'm not sure that once I put the other CVT on here, it's all going to line up. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. But let's see what's going to happen here. Get my hammer and just start tapping a little. Oh boy, I think I might have an issue already. Okay, that's an issue. I'm gonna get a couple of different tools in here and see what I can do about it. If I take off the wheel, I can vibrate this and put something behind it, or I can try a pickle fork behind it. I'll be back. Well, things are not moving along so smoothly. You can see, yeah, I got a pickle fork jammed in behind it and beat on it with it, not beat hard. I don't want to break anything, so got that in there and I'm tapping, and that's not doing it, so I got the air hammer out. And I had to pull the wheel, so let's see if this moves this way. Something moved. I'm not sure what, but something moved a little bit. Let's see if it's this. I do believe so. I want to make sure this is staying pretty tight. It moved, it loosened. Because I don't want to beat them threads up. I don't care much about the bolt. I can replace that. Let's see. Seems like something's moving, I'm not sure. Unless that's just popping up or something silly. Let's see. I don't want to have to cut nothing apart. Yet my pickle fork is rising back up. I hope this doesn't make me break something here. Ooh. I have to cut it over there. I'm getting frustrated. Yeah, my pickle fork keeps flying back out of there. I think I moved it just a little tiny bit. Not much. As I said, I don't want to beat on things and break things. I get it apart. And it's not cooperating very well. I don't know. Really didn't want to mess this CVT up, you know, but sometimes you got to, I guess. Got to do what you got to do. I just hope all this is worth it. I don't think so. It's not a good sign. It did move a hair though, just not enough to make me happy. You don't want to beat all this stuff up. I wonder if I can wrap it the other way without breaking it. I don't know. This is not a good sign. Yeah, not good at all. I wonder what I gotta do now. Why do I get myself into these messes? This machine works, but like I said, it's just geared wrong. It isn't exactly the way I want it geared. My whole shaft moved over a little bit, but that pulley is not coming off. Not sure what I want to do about it. I don't know if I want to beat it off of there, cut it off of there. Just not sure. I'm having difficulty with this one. As usual, you try a simple thing and, you know, it's just turns out a little rough sometimes. My shaft moved back again, but this hasn't done too much at all. It did move some, I think. It certainly should, with all this pressure. I don't know what's moving, but something's moving, but it's not moving far, I'll tell you. I took a fork bouncing around in there now, so that means something moved, but it didn't move far because my nut is still about the same size there. Uh-oh, I think my threads are going. I'm gonna have to resort to drastic measures, I think, and just somehow cut it in half or heat it, maybe. Heat it and drive it off of there. Wish I could get it apart, but I can't because it's on a shaft. So, this has turned out to be quite an adventure, I guess. So I'm gonna pull this primary off, and you can see the funky adapter that I made for here. And we'll get rid of this. And what I've got here is one of these CVTs that can go on there, hopefully, somehow. You can see where it lines up. And 4 bolts. And it's hitting stuff down there. The engine plate down there can go up to the next bolt. Then it hits head. Oh, it hits the cooling thing there. You can move that up a little bit. I think we're good right about there somewhere. So, If I put that on there and then just run a chain up to there, it'll be fine. But I got to get this clutch off first, and I don't know what to do about that. That's going to be more fun than I anticipated, I guess. So I'm going to get I don't know. I might just get the air chisel and beat that clutch up a good one, because that clutch is not moving on that shaft. Not at all. So that's not a good thing for me. Okay, I'm shutting you guys down and moving the camera so I don't wreck it with shit flying or stuff. I ended up cutting the weld with a grinder on the outside and just letting everything slide right off this end. Now I'm thinking I might be able to heat this up a bit and try whacking it again. If not, I'll slice it open. I don't care. Should look for where the key slot is, even right there. Heat that key slot up, that would be the best. It's thinner metal at the key slot, so you get better results. What do you think? I could actually, now I can probably get a puller on the thing even, but if I can get it with the pickle fork and the other stuff I got here, it'd be nice. Let's see what happens. Them threads went bad. That's my other setup I'm putting on there. It won't matter. Let's see. Nope, not going yet. I'm wondering if I could put a 3-jaw puller on that baby. Actually, it looks, I don't know. Did that thing move? Or not? Wow, that thing is really on there. But I did move it. I moved it a little bit. I don't know when, if I moved it now or if I moved it before, but it moved. But that's all right. Well, that'll actually make it easier, I think, because I can slice it in the slot. I'm going to break the rest of it. And it was just moving too, you know? I could overlook. The dumb thing breaks off. But now what I can do to make this real easy is line up the key slot on the top and just grind the top off of it so I know I'm not going to hurt the shaft. And split it, it'll come right off. So I'll be back. Okay, I think I got this split open enough. I just made a slice in it. Now I take my little chisel and jam it in there and whack it a few times. Oh, it's opening right up there. And then I can take my air chisel and try to drive it up there again. And hopefully we'll have her done pretty soon, I hope. Let's see what we got. Looks like it's coming now. It has no choice. I'm gonna get it no matter what. I just wish it would hold still for me. Darn. Okay. Yay! Got that off of there. Now, I have to get my cool adapter off of here while that's cooling down. But I can actually use that key again. It's got a little slice in it, but it's alright. Brake is rubbing. How's my chain look? Not bad alignment wise. I didn't move that much at all. This moved a little bit there with all my beating on it, but we're not doing so bad here. I gotta get Allen wrenches. I'll remove that adapter and we'll start putting a clutch on this thing. Okay, the plan is to get more reduction to make this go slower but have more torque. I am putting a CVT on the engine, and then from the CVT I'm going to run a chain reduction so I have a double reduction. So I got this type of CVT. I'm going to drop on the engine in here if I can find the holes and all that stuff. That bolt's a little bit short. I'm going to have to find different ones. But just to give you an idea, we're hoping this hits everything though. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a little trimming. But I can get this on there. I hope you guys are seeing this good. Okay, you can see what I'm doing, kinda. So that's what I'm doing. Putting the CVT on the engine. Then I gotta see if I can get a sprocket and chain down to that shaft from it, which is still a little warm. So that's the plan. Let me get this bolted up, and there's even a bolt here that's in the way. I'm gonna have to do some work here, but I'll get it bolted up. Okay, we're getting closer now. Let's get you closer now. Get buried in there by the CVT I'm putting on. So that's in there. Then this goes on here. And I guess I can throw the belt on here. I'm not sure. I can throw the belt on after, I think. Oops, I got that backwards. Goes that way. And then this fits on there. Okay, we're getting low on battery here, but I got my CVT hooked up on the engine. Let's see how that looks. Let it choke, fired up, see how it looks here. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Okay, I don't know what we got last time because my battery went dead. So now I have a battery that's 99%. When I got this CB2 all mounted on, I had to do a little bending there, I had to do a little cutting down there, and I had to drill a big hole around the screw here, but I got it on there, and we'll give it a test start here. Poppy and noisy, but hey, it's alive and working. Now, I'm going to see if I can get a chain through there. This new chain here. They package like food, so it takes a minute to get the tension, of course. You gotta attack it real good to get it open. Right. Okay, get the package off. New chain. Now my worry is that the brake may be in the way. Another worry is it's going to be a pain in the neck to get the chain through there, because this has some kind of little guard thing in there. It makes it a little rough, so I'm going to have to try to twist this thing through here. I'm making progress. Like I said, I'm worried about the brake being in the way. The brake cable at least. Oh, that's close. It might be in the way on the way back. But we're close to the engine over here. Don't want that hitting. I might have to do some more grinding and cutting, or space this out a little bit to move the chain over a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. What I can do is take this nut off, move this out a little bit. Ooh. Then I got to space that out a little bit too. I wonder if there's room in the cover to do all that. I want a cover on there because I don't want to get mud in my belt and stuff. Of course, the chain's in the way right now, but I'm thinking we have room to space that out a little bit. So, okay, so now it's a little hard to see down in there, but I got my chain on and I got everything looking pretty good. My CVT is on, so I'm going to fire it and see what it does. Oh, gotta choke it. now my only thought is I hope it's not going too slow. Because it looks like it's going pretty slow there. But we'll see in a little bit. We'll take it for a test drive. I don't have the left-hand brake hooked back up. And I might have to take this out of here, or I could put a pin or something through it to hold it in. But we'll take it for a little test drive to see how the gearing is in a few minutes. Okay, now I got my CVT all in there. I'm in the light, but I got my CVT all in there. Got my gear reduction all in there. I pushed it outside. We're going to take a little test run, see how it does. I still don't have a left-hand brake, but I think we'll be all right. Let's see if we got more torque now. I think you guys can see. I'm going to take off like hell here. Nice. Wheelies. So we got some good action going on here. It runs much better. It actually rips a wheelie when I hammer it from the takeoff. I'm sure it's bad on the chains and sprockets, but we resolved all our problems here. It is geared very nicely, and it works very nicely. I'm kind of happy. And now I won't have mud in my CVT. The old one didn't have a cover whatsoever. So now I need a little oil bottle to catch oil. I need just little things, and I think we'll have something nice here. It's lots of fun.